Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Brittany. So we have officially cored the first province in the island of Madagascar, Antandroy. The unrest now is there minus 15.2, and that is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna make sure that it gets sweeter by building a marketplace there. I've given an order to build a couple of extra buildings. We're building a town hall in Igneria. I think you saw that in the last episode. We're building a warehouse in Elmina though, that's new. We're building a ports warehouse in Buyadur, I think you know that as well. Fishing port in Bioko, which has been finished, so we have a new province here. We're building a marketplace in Antanadra, which I gave order for now, and we're building a fishing port in Accra. And I like to work on the connections from island to island, but oh, you definitely can use a new port, Tamaran. That's one sort of thing that I'm certain about. And so can you. You can get a trade wharf. It's just gonna help with the trade as well. We're still sieging in what is it, Gwynedd, and there has been no major battles or anything happening. We're just blockading here and there. Their war exhaustion is increasing. Our unfortunate is increasing too, which is a bit problematic, but well, what can you do? I don't think that you can lower the war exhaustion in here anymore. No, not in our current mob situation. So when we get Gwynedd, we'll see if we want to continue this war or not. Oh hey! Second province has been cored. Ihorombe. That's the main one, which is actually quite a lot of trade power. There's a lot of people living there. Damn, there's a lot of people living there. Okay, let's focus on making this trade a bit better. I know these provinces are, useless in the short run, but, anyway, we might eventually see that there is some benefit to it. So we get Gwynedd. Would you guys give me this? Let's clear the offer. I'm just gonna ask for it. You would actually give me it. Now there's a number of questions now. Do we want to go for additional places, or will we be happy with what we have now? Like for example, Devon might be a good additional place to try to take. This one we would take for what it's worth. Wait, Munster has only one province. Oh shit, that would be brutal taking it. It has a great port though, or a great potential. There's a fuck ton of people living there. You know what, I say we continue with the war and see where it takes us. The war exhaustion is gonna be painful. We need to... Wait, that's... okay, these are the transports. We need to be wary of that. But I think there is a possibility of getting more of this war. If we could, for example, take these 3 provinces, I would not be mad at all, because that would make our situation in this... actually, that's a whole different trade zone. I forgot about that. Well, Devon is not. So Devon would be a good one. And if we ever take... it's a reformed one. I haven't checked what your religion is. Okay, you guys board here. And we're gonna siege. Yeah, 2 provinces or 3 provinces would actually be kinda cool. Oh. Well... let's attempt to save the natives. Our war score is just going to increase, right? Oh, actually, we can't ask for more. I forgot about that. Could we ask you? No. Okay. So, there's no point in continuing. I just realized that the war goal prevents us. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? What? Where's the freaking blockades? Oh my god. That is annoying. I did not realize that. Furthermore, colonies. Okay, one colonist is on their way. Okay. Okay, now I guess we could. Okay, 18 seems good enough. Okay, so this was our first nationalist war. I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty sweet. So it's gonna take a long time for these guys to get out of whatever rut they were in. But in the meantime, we're gonna develop this province. Well, let's take the stability point. And we're gonna try to make it as well connected to us as possible. Now... Oh... Okay, the separatism has been lowered. Could we potentially lay a claim to Devon as well? If we could, that would be nice. Eventually, this would allow us maybe to steal parts of southern England. And I can't say I would be wholly Oresuntolen. Those traitorous Danes have decided that our ships sailing to, from, or just past Denmark Islands are now supposed to stop in Hansegor and pay a tax. Refusing to comply will lead to the ship being confiscated or sunk. Haha! Well, Denmark, I wholeheartedly support your decision. I have taken many coins from the despicable enemies, but... Okay, here are the 4 extra barks that I've built. So let's use them to get those guys home, but... Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So, we're getting bribes... Oh, bribes growing more accepted. Sure, we do have some inflation, so let's get rid of it. But I'm saving up now for the opera house in Onis. I'd like to get a bit more, you know, a bit more beefy. And we're gonna get the naval base in Brogernev once this technology is okay. Before doing on the skip ahead, let's check what the institution spread on the manufactories is. Oh, nice! 86, and La Rochelle got it automatically with a decent increase. Okay. Can't say I would be mad about that. I just noticed a really weird thing. I found that if we were colonizing Paraguay, but it's just part of French Colombia now. I don't know what the fuck happened there. So I sent a colonist to Kamenska. I don't know, maybe my colony died or there was an event I missed. I'm really not entirely sure what the hell happened there. Our colonies in the Caribbean are being, well, developed very nicely. So once these pop into existence, I'm gonna start heavily investing into them, because Ingeri is giving us, or Igneri is giving us quite a lot of income. However, I need to save money right now for the opera house that our queen wants to build in Onis. Unfortunately, once that is done, I'll need to decide where we're gonna develop next. I think maybe Brogernev would be nice, and maybe St. Malo. Even for the autonomy, the indulgent queen would probably want to have her art corporations everywhere. I'm gonna actually decide based on the size of the upper class. So you get 7, you get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go with Brogernev because there's absolutely no choice. And hey, you guys got unrest and very poor communications. autonomy due to no... Oh, wait. What? Artist has died, so we're gonna get a new advisor, but when how did the autonomy go down? The very poor communications will kill those, but the unrest... Marches of veils, centralization... I think this is just the separatism. There really isn't much I can do with that, can I? Okay, so who can save us from ourselves? Pretty much no one. Okay, let's get you. The administrative is going to be very poor. Very, very poor, but there's not much I can do with it. Jean, when he comes to the throne, he's not gonna rule for much of his life, but this is our Charles. But he's gonna be poor in the military and diplomatic area, so it's gonna be like a little switch there. Now, the modern lighthouses, by the way, should potentially allow us to start colonizing down here. If that happens, I'm gonna go overboard and just try to get as much as possible. But I'm hoping that in the meantime, Britain and South Africa will finish this colony. It should take 2 more years roughly. So maybe then they can get this one, okay? These provinces are not very valuable. Some of them though, like Knisna, are. Let's hope that we can grab that. Hey, Bavol can now be cored. Oh, baby. And we don't have any reason to attack you, do we? You would accept an alliance? We might actually just ally with you and have you just sort of like a little march over there. Eventually I'm turning you maybe even into a subject. Or the friction. Nah. They just hates us. This is an interesting event that I've never seen before. Merchants call for trade protection war. Trade is the backbone of our nation's economy, which we must take care to safeguard against threats. Recent developments have led to outrage among merchants who think we are not doing enough to defend against privateering ships from foreign nations, which are severely harming our trade efforts. Many trading vessels are beginning to arm themselves, arguing that the presence of these privateers proves that we are already fighting an undeclared trade war. They offer to aid in improving the nation's navy, but demand in return that we go from clandestine hostilities to open warfare to oust the privateers within 5 years from now. Promise to declare a war with the trade protection casus belli to thwart privateering within 5 years. Or fuck you. Well, okay, let's promise them, but who could we declare that on? That's the question. Let's see my diplomats. Neighboring countries. Okay, let's get rid of the neighboring countries and... Hey! Betsy Boca. So how about you, Tyrone? Wait, get the 2 deckers in! We're bleeding sailors! I forgot about that. That was a mistake. Wait, didn't I just... Oh, okay. So they just made him... They just made him stay there, but not move home. I thought I smelled something fishy. So in 37 days when they come back home, I'm gonna search for someone to declare war on. I'm actually interested in what the game will hit me with if I don't do that. but we'll see. We shall see. And I'm starting to eyeball the Great Port and Lighthouse for our capital, because this would be far a good one. We have the dominant center of trade, and that's pretty much the only thing that I can do now to improve trade anymore, with the exception of stock exchange. And the mayor's palace, of course. But that is expensive as hell. Oh, by the way, we're already building the opera house. Don't you worry, I did not forget about that. Baby's first uprising in Saloum. So our army, led by no leader there, is crushing the enemies under the rule of Mahavakuro Jaksa. However, we have another revolt imminent, so let's hope that we can finish this one off fairly fast, because we might see more of these cowardly rebels. Okay, so they have been eliminated, and the next I wanted to say this unrest, but the next revolt is most likely going to be in Niumi, which is down here, right? Yes. Let's move our troops there to prepare. Unfortunately, we don't have any extra leaders, and these ones are already being, you know, dedicated to other places. Now, the unrest in Gwynedd is dropping. We've finished the little fishing port there, so I'm hoping to get a better port very soon. We need to build a communal hall and a trade wharf for that, but we'll see. Now, the opera house will be built very soon, and our queen is just going to love it. In the meantime, we're gonna start building the art corporation in Brogernef, so that she, while she travels the land, always has it very close to any of our cultural centers. Okay, how's Lithuania doing? Still massive. The Golden Horde. I still can't get over the fact that the Golden Horde exists. What's your autonomy? Yeah, they're actually stabilizing Grand Republic. The technology is abysmal though. What can they do? No more cores. So, how's our colonization efforts here? Pretty good. Just one province that we don't have, and when you look at the colonies, Galdime is actually going to be finished very soon. We don't have a colonist there. Yeah, so let's pull one of the colonists from province. We could get like from here. This is fairly well connected. There is no place that I would like to go with. Mohawk River Confluence. Actually, this would be a very valuable province for us. Do we want it? No. And at this point, we want to have a strong vassal far in the east. It's 19th of July 1688, and we can now take the technology called modern lighthouses. It's a level 40 diplomatic technology that's gonna give us global trade power 20% for the next 12 years, as we're a bit ahead of time. The ancients had built lighthouses, but few were built in modern history until ships began to cross the ocean. In 1696, the first of a new generation of lighthouses, we're ahead of time, about 8 years, was built in order to prevent merchants from smashing into rocks in the English Channel. So the naval attrition is no longer increased by staying out at sea each month. Colonial range is increased, trade range is increased, we can get the frigate, we can get the PAL, we can get the East Indiaman, and Argos is available for someone. We can get armed merchant dome, we can get Great Port and White House, and we can get the naval base. So a lot of things can now be done. Okay, it's claiming that I can... Let's check it out, because last time this was broken as well. I'm interested in seeing if it's broken this time too. So let's unpause it and get me the colors, let's say from here. From Commenta. Nope. Nope. African coastal provinces can be colonized only if you are an African nation or have a diplomatic tech 40 colonial nations. Okay, so for me this does not work again. That means, unfortunately, we are limited to being able to colonize only what our colonial nation gets. But I can certainly help them by maybe sending this guy here. Well, actually, I can't. Well, we'll see. They will finish colonizing it now. Maybe I'll be able to get KwaZulu. What the hell do I know? This is the most valuable province, though. I really want this one, but at least we'll have the trade ports and everything. That is going to be nice. And we also finished a mission called Colonize the Caribbean, which gives us 20% extra tariffs and native assimilation, 25%, and American expansion, additional 20% global tariffs. Good for us. So come on, you get this. You get this. I'm gonna end this episode by them colonizing it. Oh, and by the way, as we have crushed the uprising in Saloum, I was able to start coring it. It's gonna be finished in 7th of January 1698, and the uprising bonus is going to go away in 1702. So yeah, Saloum is going to be colonized, which is good. Okay, we can get the dogleg muskets as well. Use from the colonies. Settlers in Delcara have started breeding quality livestock. Dogleg muskets were an intermediary stage between the early flintlock fusils and later flintlock muskets. Although only a few armies adopted them as their official weapons, shorter dogleg carbines became especially popular among cavalrymen. Cavalry fire 0.12 extra, artillery fire 0.8 extra, cavalry shot 0.2 extra, and a lot of new units. So let's check them out. We got the musketeer regulars. So from here it leads us to the line infantry. The use of volley tactics, the introduction of safer, more reliable flintlock muskets, and the use of bayonets in close combat eliminated the need for pikemen on the battlefield by the turn of the 18th century. Soon afterwards, new tactics were developed to suit this reality. The most popular and arguably most effective tactic was to form a thin line facing the enemy so that musketeers could inflict maximum casualties on the enemy and react quickly to enemy movement. This also allowed for specialized soldiers to appear along the line, such as grenadier, while regular musketeers earned the name fusiliers after their flintlocks. Okay, and dragoons can be turned into carbineers. The carbineers first came into being in the late 16th century and were a type of heavy cavalry that had many things in common with cuirassiers. They also wore protective armor, though slightly less than a cuirassier. The main difference between the two cavalry forces was their armament. A carabinier's main weapon was the carabine, a short wheel-lock handgun. In addition to the carabine, they were also armed with a sword. Okay, and regimental guns are still the best ones we can get. So come on, game. I want to see which province you will colonize. I'm also increasing the strength of the army that we have in Brittany proper, due to the fact that the land force limit increased significantly. Oh, and hey, we got the money. Yeah, I'm upgrading the trade wharf here, and we have finished a colony in Galibi, so I'm building a fishing port there. Did we finish this on the Guinea? We did, huh? So it's gonna boost the urban gravity slightly. Game. Oh, come on. They're getting so little people. Okay, 999, and there we go. So please go to this province of K. Or maybe at least here. Yeah, I really can't help them in any way. Use on the colonies, livestock. Which kinda sucks, but it was broken in the last game as well. So I guess it's intentional, or I'm doing something completely wrong and I don't know what. Well, okay, they went with Inhambane, which is not a bad choice. It has ivory, you know, so they're gonna have a little colony here. Fortunately, this major one is going to be colonized by our adversaries. What can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode with some more of this. Drill! Oh wow, you can't. The leader has died. Foreign drill instructor available. No, we can decline the offer. And we can get a new... Yeah, let's actually get our heir. And get him to drill.